It's wall-to-wall country, well underway on this kind of dreary, rainy, and foggy Wednesday afternoon. But we are holding true to the tradition of having a great talent coming on board in the second hour of the show. We're going to be chatting with the lead singer of a group that was recently formed about a year or so ago called Jackson Tillman. We're speaking with Jeremy. Hey, Jeremy, how are you?
Hey, how are you? I'm doing great.
I'm good. I don't know what the weather is like right now in Oklahoma, but I can tell you it's pretty darn miserable up here in PA.
I think it's 65 degrees, sunny.
Nice. No, well, I'm just going to imagine I'm in Oklahoma with you. How's that?
Well, that'll work.
Now, Jeremy, we were chatting a little bit off air, and what I always like to do is start the interview if folks are unfamiliar with your band, Jackson Tillman. Maybe do a little recap, a short recap of who you guys are, where you hail from, and kind of get us up to speed on what Jackson Tillman is all about. Can you do that for me, Jeremy?
Sure. Well, I started playing and singing when I was about 11 years old, and I left and went to Nashville, lived there for 3 years, and from the age of 19 to 22, and decided to come back home to Oklahoma and do my stuff acoustically, around here and just play around. Well, eventually you have to have a band to make it on the radio. That's just the way it is. So I was fortunate enough to meet up with a group of guys that had already had songs on the charts in Texas, and we met up and we liked each other's styles and each other's original songs that we had already written, and decided we would give it a go. So and I was actually living in Jackson County, Oklahoma at the time, in a town called Altus, and the majority of the band was living in Frederick and Cache, which is in Tillman County. And so we combined the name of the counties. Since it was kind of a combination of two bands to start with, we decided we would just combine the name of the counties, Jackson Tillman. Kind of had it rolled off the tongue real nice. So we stayed with it.
So that's how Jackson Tillman came about. It's not actually one person. It's the group of the counties where you guys hail from. Now, just real quick, I just want to mention, we were talking about this off air. You're actually a Pennsylvania boy originally.
Well, not originally, but I did live there for a while.
Oh, okay.
I was up there working in the oil field, and I stayed there for a little while.
Okay.
And got to see some pretty sights because I was up there when it wasn't too bad of weather.
Yeah. Well, it is very pretty up here when it's not foggy where you can't see 10 feet in front of you and pouring like a banshee. So, but yeah, it's kind of crazy right now. So, Jeremy, you guys have been together now for a little while. You've been doing some Texas touring. Is that the only place that you guys have been doing some performing in Texas and getting out there in the Texas area?
No, we actually we play all over Oklahoma and northern Texas, but we also go as far as Albuquerque, New Mexico, and do a big show there.
Okay.
A couple times a year. So we get around the states pretty well. We haven't made it out of the southern region of the United States yet, but we're trying.
Well, it sounds like from some information that I have here, you've actually been kind of getting out there quite a bit with some big names. You've been able to share the stage with some folks that some of the names that people will recognize: Clint Smith, Cowboy Troy, Kevin Fowler, Colt Ford. That's kind of pretty cool. Can you tell us what one of the better experiences out of all those that really kind of set a standard for you guys as far as getting out there and opening for some acts?
Yeah, I mean it's always fun to open up for these guys, and get to meet them and know them as a person. You always hear the music and you see the face and you kind of just put the two together. But when you actually meet them and shake their hands and talk to them, you get to know them as a person. You think totally different of them. And we actually have some more big shows coming up. We're going to be opening up for a couple of big names this summer. I can't really release any information on, but they're going to be probably our bigger shows that we've ever played. So we're looking forward to those as well.
Well, that's something that your fans can look forward to. And you also have you're working on some music, but you do have one single out, which we're going to feature here in a little bit. But the one song that you guys have out there that I'd like to play is a little something called Remedy. Now, are you guys the writers of the songs, or is there a specific member of the band who does the writing? How does that work for you guys?
Well, now, I wrote Remedy with a friend of mine named Tyson Biggers before the band had ever formed.
Okay.
I'm not the only writer in the band, of course. When we got together, they had tons of original stuff, and I had my own stuff. So, our album's going to be full of about half and half of what we already had, plus some that we've wrote since. So.
Okay. And
it's
go ahead.
It's Remedy's one of the ones that I carried over because it hit me at a pretty hard time in my life, going through a breakup and everything, and kind of turning to alcohol and burning your friends. And I had to get that off my chest, and it kind of poured out in that song. And the guys liked it. We decided to go with it for our first single.
Okay, and you've been getting some
taking off pretty well.
Yeah, you guys have been getting some radio airplay, and with Texas Regional Radio, some down there, but it's getting out and about, and we'll be sure to put it in our playlist and play it for people and get it out there. Now, you said you have some new music that's going to be happening and some new touring and stuff. What's the best way for your fans to find out about Jackson Tillman and find out what's going on with you guys? Is it the website? Is it social media? What do you suggest?
Well, there's www.jacksontillman.com. You can always go check our dates and stuff out on there. It's a new site, so we're still updating it.
Okay.
You can find us on Twitter, Facebook. We keep all of our shows posted on there, so.
Nice. And
that's the best way to find us.
They can listen and figure out how to purchase your music that way as well. You guys are on the all the electronic medias as far as Amazon and iTunes, if they're interested in getting some of your music.
Yep, you can find us on Google Play, iTunes, Spotify. We actually were giving out a bunch of download cards when we first started, kind of get people listening, and now we're out of those, but it's starting to take off. People are starting to buy the song. We're really liking the feedback we're getting from this new release.
Good. Well, like I said, we'll get it in our rotation and get it out there for you as well. Now I know you kind of have some things kind of under the gun, but is there some things you can tell the listening audience, the upcoming things, some of the things that they should be looking for, or at least looking to get some detailed information on, other than your events that are coming up this summer?
Well, we have our release coming out. We're hoping to have it out by June for our album, but working on our new single now, and it should be out by April.
Okay.
So,
and go ahead.
Stay tuned. We got some big shows coming up in Albuquerque, New Mexico, actually March 3rd, 4th, and 5th, down there at the Dirty Bourbon, which is one of the biggest dance halls I've ever seen. It just packs full of thousands of people every night. So,
wow.
That'd be a good one to make the trip down to if you wanted to see us live.
Okay. And you guys also, I see you guys have some videos on your website so they can get a taste of some of the other stuff that you guys have on there as well. Give a listen to your music, find out more about you with the SoundCloud, the upcoming events, Reverb Nation, and stuff like that. Join a mailing list. You're looking to get people to join your mailing list also, which you do blasts for, I would expect?
Well, we haven't really been working Reverb Nation that much.
Okay.
We've been trying to focus more on the other pages right now.
Okay.
But we do have a Reverb Nation page, and yeah, sure. We'd like you to come subscribe to our page and keep up with us. Every time we add a show or something, you'll be notified of it, of course, and just look for us around your hometown.
Now, are you guys the people who do the responding on the social medias? Is that you guys doing all the posting on that?
Absolutely, and we're very responsive as well. If someone has a question or if they want to hear a certain song, we do requests on Mondays every week for Facebook, and try to do a cover song to keep people kind of updated on what we're doing on our shows and everything. So.
Oh, actually, I see that on here. Like every Wednesday, if somebody wants to hear a tune or hear one of your music, they can just shoot you a Facebook post, and you try to accommodate them with that. It's a good way for people to come back and check in.
Can't do them all, of course, but I do pay attention to what everybody wants to hear, and I'll try to get it out.
Cool. Yeah, and I see you have some of your notifications of where you're going to be also on your Facebook page. Good stuff on there. Some guy raiding a pink elephant. That's
funny.
Yeah, that's an interesting picture. I'm just kind of scanning through your Facebook page. I see that you guys also have some merchandise where they can get their hands on some koozies and shirts and T-shirts to support you guys. I see you guys got that going on. That's really cool.
We're actually working on getting that on the website as well.
Awesome.
Where they can just go on and purchase our merchandise through the website, which it's under construction still. So
right.
It might be a couple of weeks before it's up and running right. So.
Well, it sounds like you guys have a lot on your plate and a lot of fun things in the works here. And I know we mentioned off air that you're a little bit short of time here, so I don't want to hold you up too much longer than that. But yeah, we're gonna play that tune "Remedy" from you guys, and have everybody kind of keep an eye on your website and check you guys out on the social medias. And you know, I gotta tell you, Jeremy, you know, when you do get some other things going on, maybe in a couple of months, if you're gonna get that music out there, or you got some CDs, or you got something to say, just make sure Dylan knows, and you're more than welcome to come back on the show. Maybe you and all the boys, and tell us a little bit more about what you have going on for 2017, and keep everybody.
We would love to
keep everybody in touch of how things are going. If you get the hard copy, are you guys planning on doing a hard copy CD?
Right now, it's going to happen, but we haven't set a date for it yet.
Okay. Because those are always a nice thing.
It'll be summertime.
If you could shoot me a couple of them. I like to revisit my artists and then, you know, send out a couple of CDs to my listening audience to help spread the word of your music as well. So if that
awesome
comes to fruition, keep me in mind. That's always a good idea.
All right.
So, anything else you want to throw out there real quickly, Jeremy? Because I know you're crazy busy, but anything else that you want to wink, nudge the audience so that they check you guys out?
Sure. I mean, just, you know, keep an eye out for our next single. It's really going to knock your socks off. We've got probably 20 original songs that we're working on right now. Of course, we can't put them all on an album, but I think you guys are going to be really impressed with the album coming out soon. So.
Good.
Stay tuned.
Awesome. All right. Well, that's JacksonTillman.com. You can find these guys on, of course, the Facebook, the Twitters, and all that. And then if you're looking for their music, all the electronic medias, the Amazon, the iTunes, you can get through all of that, of course, through their website. Find out about all their really cool merchandise, good music, videos, and all that kind of stuff. But, Jeremy, we wish the best of luck. And if you ever do happen to get back into the state of Pennsylvania, feel free to look us up. We'd love to have you on the show that way as well.
Oh, we sure will. I appreciate your time.
All right. Well, listen, you take care, my friend. Get back to business and get some more of that music out there and stay in touch. We'd love to have you back when you have some more new and exciting things going on. All right, my friend?
Okay, thank you.
All right. Take care, Jeremy. Bye-bye.